All right, let's check our work. So I know that in order to find area, I need to do length times width. So what is 20 times 8? Well, I can do 8 times 2 and then just add the 0. So 8 times 2 is 16, and I'm going to add my 0. And I know that this is in square feet. I don't have to write it this time because they've written it in my column. So what is 8 times 3, or 8 times 30, and then I can just add my 0 in. 8 times 3 is 24, and I'm going to add my 0. What is 8 times 4? This is my favorite multiplication problem. 32, and then I add my 0. What is 8 times 5? 8 times 5 is 40, and then I add my 0. So in order to answer this question, I need to know how much the area increases from each pool to the next. So how much did it increase by from pool A to pool B? Well, in order to figure that out, I need to do a little bit of subtraction. I'm going to take 240 and subtract 160 from it, right? My bigger number goes on the top. So 0 minus 0 is 0. About 4 minus 6. I can't do that. More on the top, more on the floor, go next door, borrow 10 more. So that becomes 14. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that would be 8. And then 1 minus 1 is 0. So that increased by 80 feet. Let's see if it holds true for the next one. From B to C. So 320 minus 240. 0 minus 0. More on the floor. Go next door, borrow 10 more. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 8. So that one also increased by 80 feet from this to this. What do you want to bet that from 320 to 400 is also 80 feet? We're going to check it just to be sure. 0 minus 0. More on the floor. Go next door. Borrow 10 more. 10 minus 2 is 10. 9, 8. 3 minus 3 is 0. So they each increased by 80 square feet. 80 square feet of change. Why is that? Well, our width stayed the same. Our length increased by 10 each time. What's 10 times 8? 80. That's why it increased by 80 square feet. So what if the width of each pool was 4 feet? What if instead of 8, I have 4 times 20? What does that equal? What's 4 times 2? 8. Add my 0. How about 4 times 30? That would be 120. 4 times 3 is 12. Add my 0. What if letter C was 4 times 40? It's 160. Or 4 times 50 is 200. So if the width of each pool was 4 feet, what happens? What's the difference between 160 and 80? Well, it's 80. So it's halved. This pool is half the size of this one. What about 240 and 120? Well, this pool is half the size. So if the width of each pool was 4 feet, the pool would be half the size of the original pool. How would the areas change? Well, the area would be half as much. The pool would be half the size of the original pool, and the area would be half as well. All right? So changing the length, changing the width, we change the area that it covers. How about number 3? Apply. Elizabeth built a sandbox that is 4 feet long and 4 feet wide. Okay. She also built a flower garden that is 4 feet long and 6 feet wide. She built a vegetable garden that is 4 feet long and 8 feet wide. So this just keeps getting bigger. Explain how the areas change. Well, my length is the same in all of them, just like it was up here on this question, or sorry, my width, nope, my length stays the same in each one of my boxes. It's the same, but my width increases by 2 feet. So, how does the area change from box to box? Well, the area is going to increase from box to box. The area is going to increase from box to box. By how much? All right, so 4 times 4 is 16 square feet. These are feet. I forgot the cardinal rule. If y'all were here, you would tell me, Miss Pearson, you forgot to measure. You forgot to put in your units of measurement. I corrected it. We're good. What's 4 times 6? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. What's the difference between 24 and 16? 4 times 6. Can't do it. Go next door. Borrow 10 more. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's an 8-foot difference there. What do you think it's going to be here? I don't know. Let's find out. 4 times 8 is 32. What's the difference between 32 and 24? Let's try it out. Go next door. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the area will increase box to box by 8 square feet. That's how the areas will change. Okay. Reasoning. Jacob has a rectangular garden with an area of 56 square feet. The length of the garden is 8 feet. What is the width of the garden? Use an array of squares. Use an array of unit squares. Okay, so they're saying you need to draw a box. He has a rectangle. It's 56 square feet. The length is 8 feet. So 8 times what equals 56? You can draw an array in here and put in all of your squares. Or, since you know your multiplication tables, 8 times what equals 56? Well, let's count it off. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56. 8 times 7 is 56. So my missing number is 7. The width equals 7 feet. The width equals 7 feet. How'd you do? Is this making sense on how to find area and how to look at the comparison and find the pattern that's being used? I hope so. On the next couple of pages, you are going to work on some independent practice. If you get stuck, let me know.